Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a massive, truly generation-defining trend, the wave of Nigerians relocating abroad. And we are going to break down exactly how this intricate process actually works. Over the past decade, the sheer volume of people packing up their lives to pursue opportunities overseas has absolutely skyrocketed. It's literally the topic of conversation everywhere you go right now. We're talking about students hunting for top-tier education, professionals chasing better-paying careers, entrepreneurs looking to expand, and families who just want an entirely different environment. So today, we're going to cut through the noise and make sense of the whole shebang, logically and clearly.
So it's the big question on everyone's mind right now, isn't it? Why are thousands of people taking this massive leap into the unknown? Is it strictly about the paycheck? Or is there a deeper search for a fundamentally better quality of life going on here? Well, let's explore the real driving forces behind this global shift. We're going to look at exactly what opportunities people are chasing, and more importantly, where they're going to find them. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the relocation trend itself, then look at the top global destinations. After that, we'll cover choosing your specific pathway, the actual step-by-step relocation process, and finally, the reality check, challenges and common mistakes.
All right, part one, the relocation trend and the real motivations pushing people to make the move.
You see, it's rarely just one single thing pushing someone to pack their bags. Usually, it's a combination, a tipping point really. Maybe you're seeking international work experience in new industries to level up your career, but that's combined with the desire to give your kids a world-class education. For others, just getting internationally recognized academic qualifications and accessing cutting-edge research facilities is the main draw. Then you have entrepreneurs, right? For them, relocation is all about tapping into much larger customer bases and well-funded investment ecosystems. And of course, family lifestyle considerations play a huge role, whether that means securing reliable healthcare or, honestly, just wanting to experience a brand new way of life.
Moving on to part two, the top global destinations. Basically, where is everyone actually going? Deciding exactly where to go is a massive, life-altering strategic choice. The United Kingdom remains a huge draw, and that's largely due to deep historical ties and a fantastic education sector. But then look over at North America. Canada has become incredibly famous for its highly structured, point-based welcoming of skilled talent, not to mention its really generous family sponsorship programs. The United States? Still a total global powerhouse for higher education and diverse entrepreneurial opportunities. Meanwhile, Australia and New Zealand are highly sought after by skilled workers looking for a premium quality of life and very clear paths to long-term settlement.
Section 3. Choosing your pathway and finding the route that actually works for you.
Listen, relocation is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all deal. Your specific goal has to dictate your pathway. For example, if you take the student route, your focus is entirely on securing admission into an approved educational institution and locking down that study visa. It's all about gaining skills and international exposure. Contrast that with the skilled worker route, which is a totally different ballgame. That path is heavily designed to attract qualified professionals. It demands proven, relevant qualifications, substantial work experience, language proficiency, and very often, a concrete job offer waiting for you on the other side before you even pack a bag. Now, beyond just studying and working, there are a few other established avenues. Entrepreneurs with capital can utilize the business and investment route, injecting money to encourage economic growth in their new country. Alternatively, if you already have family abroad, citizens or permanent residents can use the family sponsorship route to bring eligible relatives over. But guys, here is a crucial, absolutely vital warning. Tourism or short-term visit visas are strictly temporary. Trying to use a visitor visa as a sneaky backdoor for long-term relocation or employment is a major misstep. Honestly, it will almost certainly backfire and ruin your future chances.
All right, part 4, the relocation process. Let's walk through the actual step-by-step guide.
Think of this as your blueprint. First up, you have to lock in your goal: education, employment, business, or family. Then, you need to obsessively research your destination's specific policies, timelines, and costs. Once you know for sure you meet the eligibility requirements, which almost always include rigorous health and character checks, the real heavy lifting begins. You gather your official documents, submit bulletproof applications, and finally, nail those necessary interviews so you can receive your approval and book that flight.
Okay, let's talk about step 4 for a second, because this is where people really get exhausted. You aren't just bringing your passport here. You are essentially building a watertight, fully documented case of your entire life.
That means digging up pristine educational certificates, your professional certifications, verifiable employment records, robust financial proof, and police clearances. And depending on your status, you might need birth and marriage certificates too. One missing or incorrect piece of paper? Yeah, that can easily derail months of expensive waiting. So be meticulous.
Which brings us to Section 5, Challenges and Common Mistakes. It's time for a reality check. Let's talk about a concept called cultural adjustment. This is the silent hurdle that aspiring migrants frequently underestimate. Listen, it's not just the jet lag. It's the absolute psychological marathon of rewiring yourself to an entirely new culture, an unfamiliar and often freezing climate, potentially a totally new language, and a vastly different everyday social reality. It requires incredible resilience and patience to actually feel at home again.
And the hits keep coming. The financial drain of substantial visa fees, tuition, and early settlement costs is pretty obvious. But please don't underestimate the profound emotional toll of homesickness when you leave everything familiar behind. Add to that the really fierce competition for jobs as a newcomer, plus the stress of ever-shifting government immigration policies. Well, you quickly realize why this journey demands such absolute fortitude. It's a roller coaster for sure. Please do not let your dream die because of a forwarded WhatsApp rumor. Relying on casual misinformation, using unofficial sources, or submitting half-baked, incomplete applications are literally the fastest ways to get a permanent rejection stamp. Ignoring specific eligibility requirements is just going to cost you time and money. Take the time to verify opportunities independently, and whatever you do, never make large financial commitments before doing thorough, official research. Just don't do it.
But hey, the good news is that you don't have to navigate this crazy complex maze completely on your own. For structured professional guidance on travel, study, work opportunities, and international mobility solutions, you can reach out directly to travel.org. Just shoot them a message on WhatsApp, give them a call, or follow them on social media to get your facts straight and ensure your master plan is completely airtight.
So, there you have it. We've unpacked the immense opportunities, the brutal paperwork, and the reality shock of starting completely over. The roadmap is right there in your hands now. The ultimate question is, are you ready to do the hard work it takes to actually thrive abroad, or is it just a daydream? The next step is entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy planning.